Good evening. Welcome to ABC News Sunday. I'm Donna Field. Federal Health Minister Sussan Ley has agreed to partly pay back the cost of 4 trips to the Gold Coast, where she owns a luxury apartment. The minister has been under pressure after claiming she bought the $800,000 property on impulse during a work trip. But questions remain about a number of other Gold Coast visits over the past 3 years. Ashlyn McGee reports from Parliament House.
Sussan Ley is a frequent visitor to the Sunshine State.
So thank you, and I'm happy to take your questions.
The questions this week have been why she headed to the Gold Coast straight after this press conference to buy luxury apartments. The ministers today apologised and agreed to repay part of the trip's costs. In a statement, she says she's spoken to the Prime Minister and that it does not meet the high standards he expects. She's also agreed to partly pay back 3 other trips to the Gold Coast, where she and her partner own 2 investment properties. But the ABC's uncovered 14 other unexplained trips to the Glitter Strip. As the sun set on the final days of 2013, Ms Ley jetted into the Gold Coast for New Year's, charging taxpayers $655 for the trip. And a year later, after another Gold Coast New Year's, she's charged for her and her partner's flights back to Sydney.
Ms Ley needs to explain what these trips were for. She's made a very great number of trips to the Gold Coast. She needs to front up and explain how they were all for public purposes.
The ABC has analysed 3 years' worth of the minister's travel reports and found she travelled to the Gold Coast 20 times. That's more than Adelaide, Perth, Hobart and Launceston combined. The most expensive flight was a $12,000 charter trip from the Gold Coast to Broken Hill in 2015. On 14 of the trips, there's no public record documenting the purpose of her travel, and she's under no legal obligation to do so.
All of us meet with different individuals as part of our work as ministers and parliamentarians, and many of those individuals don't want those details of who they are to be made public.
The ABC's asked Ms Ley's office about the $54,000 worth of travel in question. It's responded with a statement saying Ms Ley's asked the Department of Finance to review all of her trips to the Gold Coast. But that won't satisfy the opposition. They want her to release her diaries and offer a public explanation. And if she won't, they want her sacked. Ashlyn McGee, ABC News, Canberra.